Alright, why hello there, welcome back to EU4. This run, I'm having trouble with figuring out a way on how to get it to YouTube. So, the way I streamed this was we had a plan to create super natives. Now, I kept the plan a secret for a very long time, and a large part of the, of the run was the fact that the plan was unknown, so that nobody knew what I was going to do. Now, I know for YouTube that doesn't really work that well. It's great for streaming, but not so much for YouTube. So, I'm gonna give you the option to know the plan or not know the plan before the run. It's also going to be in a somewhat highlighted, real kind of ish way, because Mandate of Heaven is coming out soon, so I can't show you the full run, and there's also other runs that I really want to show you. So I'm going to show the plan on screen and explain it a little bit in about 15 seconds. No, 10 seconds. So if you don't want any spoilers, now would be the time to, skip ahead or, just watch the next episode, because I'll make this part 0 or something, right? So if you don't want to see that, if you don't want any spoilers of the 42-step plan to create super natives, then, see you guys in the first episode of this run. And other than that, if you want to know the plan, keep watching. So I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. The plan. Bam! We are going to create super natives. The first step is to start the game as the Timurids. Second step is to go Zoroastrian. Then we're going to grab all the provinces that we need to form Persia. We're going to take those for ourselves or feed them to a vassal. Then we're going to grab all of the provinces necessary to form the Mughals. And once again, we're going to take it for ourselves or feed it to a vassal. Then going to grab all the Tunisian, Algerian, and Moroccan provinces, and we're going to kill Tunis and Morocco, as in remove them from the map. As well as Algiers if they exist. Stipulation there is that we need to make sure that all the land is connected, or at least adjacent through sea zones. This so that we can give all of our land to vassals should the need arise. We're then going to explore Brazil and the Mexican coast. We're going to find a native in Brazil, full annex it, and core that shit. Then we're going to colonize a province next to it, but don't finish it until the native is dead. Because otherwise, the native will reform off of me. Okay? So we're going to get that colony going, but we're not going to finish it. We're going to let feudalism and renaissance spread to that province, because after you own that province and core it, if you have feudalism and renaissance embraced, it's going to spread there. And we're going to death push that province to have colonialism, because we're not going to death push our own country to get colonialism, because that would be a bit weird. So we're going to death push to make sure that that native OPM has colonialism. We're going to get admin 10 and, military whatever as high as we can get it, and dip tech 11. That is crucial. Right. We are then going to enforce Zoroastrianism on all of our vassals, cancel all alliances, give all of our land in Eurasia, Africa to vassals, and we're going to move our capital to the province next to the OPM. Then going to start a colony in Chortli in Mesoamerica. Chortli is bordering those Mesoamericans. We're not going to finish that. We just have to start it. And then we are going to release that native as a vassal and play as them. Now, need to explain a couple things here. Why did we go Zoroastrian? We went Zoroastrian Because that means Zoroastrian is in his own culture, religious group. So if you attack a Zoroastrian, Zoroastrians will get really pissed off. Sunnis won't. Christians won't. Shias won't. Hindus won't. Nobody will care. The only one who cares is the Zoroastrians themselves. And we are playing now as a native who is animist, who borders us as an OPM because we gave away all of our land to vassals. And then we're going to declare our independence. Going to immediately dow an independence war on Timmy. Oh, by the way, that native, because we had admin 10, dip 11, and military whatever, he's going to have that tech. He's also going to have the native advancements that he had already unlocked before I killed him, which this is around 1530 that we're going to do this. That guy will have all of the native advancements, but they'll also have 2 idea groups, and the ideas that they pick are going to be religious and defensive, because that is what those natives pick. We're then going to declare an independence war on Timmy. We're going to seize Chortley and get 100% war score after 5 years. Because if you full occupy someone after 5 years, and keep in mind Timmy only has 1 province, we get 100% war score. And his vassals won't help him because they'll all be super disloyal. Nobody will care about that. And we can get 1 province in Europe because we managed to get Dip Tech 11, so we have the colonial range for that. It's probably going to be off of the coast of Morocco, right? And then, to prevent his vassals from declaring their independence, we're immediately going to truce break him. Now, nobody cares about that, and because we are a native with animist, so we can get religious sacrifices, negative 20% stab. We have religious, negative 25% stab. We have a government type that gives us stab cost reduction. And we have wampum belts giving us 20% stab cost reduction. So, stabbing up costs 10 admin for that native. So we can truce break, pay 30 admin, and then truce break again, 30 admin. It's easy, right? Now, we're also going to no-CB Totenac and grab a province next to Cholula. We're then going to Holy War Tlaxcala and grab Cholula. And we can, we should be able to no-CB Totenac with the colonial range from Chortley. If not, we're going to have to kill a Mayan, because we can reach Maya, the Mayans. Anyway, Holy War Tlaxcala and grab Cholula. Now, if you own the province of Cholula, you'll get an event to swip to Nahuatl if you are in the pagan group. Right? So we're gonna get that. And what that'll also do is it'll give us a new government type. It's going to give us tribal despotism, which gives 15% core creation cost reduction at empire rank. Very nice. Huh? Very nice. Right. Next part of the plan is to Holy War Quiche or any other Mayan, get 100% war score, but then offer to switch religion to Mayan. Now, Mayan reforms are available, however, we keep all of the native advancements. So, and those are some insane bonuses, right? We get to keep those unless we restart the game, like close the game down, starts back up again. So, and that's tech cost reduction, more money, more morale, more force limit, more freaking extra colonist, 50% improved relations, fuck knows what. We get so many. We get the best bonuses, right? But now we're Mayan. Now we need to pass reforms real quick. So, we're going to have 100% war score on Timmy, and because we own that Moroccan province, we have coring range into Egypt. And Egypt is given to a vassal, but we're going to do that in such a way that that vassal won't be able to state that land. Meaning that if we take the land, he loses his cores on it. So we can core it, whilst at the same time constantly truce-breaking Timmy. Right? Because you can't core provinces if you're at war with someone who has a core on them, but because he hasn't stated that land, he's going to lose their cores, and we can just take the land, core it, and pass a reform. Now, if you're Mayan and you pass a reform, you lose provinces. But you don't if those provinces are in Europe. The game doesn't understand. The game will not give those provinces away. It will remove the core though. But that's it. That's the only thing it does. That's it, right? So we can just core, pass a reform, core, pass a reform, core, pass a reform. And because we have tribal government, admin ideas, because we're going to pick admin ideas, so that's negative 25, and then negative 15 is a negative 40 core creation cost reduction, and then we have Mayan for negative 60. So we have negative 60 core creation cost reduction. So we can core those provinces really freaking fast, right? So we're going to pass all of those reforms, and then we're going to grab a certain specific set of provinces. Yes. We're going to grab Midija, Dara, Kabilaya, Tunis, Sus, Kef, Shiraz, Hamadan, Tabriz, Mazandaran, Isfahan, Kafsim, Yazd, Ro, Lahore, Central Dwab, Sirhind, and Delhi. Now once we own those provinces, we're going to let a little bit of a civil war happen. But we're not going to win the civil war, and we're not going to let the rebels win. We're just going to let that simmer for a bit. Now, we're going to state Midija, Dara, and Kabilaya. And we're going to accept Algerian culture. And we're going to form Algiers. That will do two things. It'll give me free cores on Algeria. All of the land that we didn't own anyway. And it will change our government type to, is it despotic monarchy or something? Yeah. But, you know, we still have those pretender rebels, and those pretender rebels still want to enforce a tribal despotism. We're then going to unstate Algiers, because the Algerian core is meh. We're instead going to state Tunis and unstate Algiers. We're not going to full core them anyway. So we're going to unstate Algiers, state Tunis, accept Tunisian culture, make Tunisian culture the primary culture, and then form Tunis. Tunisian cores, right? We're then going to form Persia. So we're going to culture shift to Persian, except in the same way, we're going to form Persia, and then we'll have all of the Persian cores. Now, in order to form Persia, you need to not have tribal government, right? So that's why we formed those other countries first. However, Persia can't form the Mughals. There's a specific line that says Persia cannot form the Mughals. So we need to form Tunis again. So we'll go Algeria, Tunis, Persia, Tunis. And then we are going to declare a reconquest war on thingy-maboggles, Timmy, so that we can get 600 development, because in order to form the Mughals, we also need 600 development. So we get that, and once we have 600 development, we are going to reform our religion. All this whilst still having that civil war going. It's gonna be insanely hard, but it is possible. So then we're gonna culture shift back to Persian, which all of this happens in like an instant, but you know, it takes quite a bit of explaining. And then we're going to form the Mughals. Now, if you form the Mughals, you turn into Iqta government, and then into despotic monarchy. Unless you are Sunni. So, and it gives you empire rank. And we're going to get the Mughal ideas. And we're going to get a permanent claim on all of India. Very nice. Anyway, we do that. It's all well and good. Fugazi Fugizi, fantastic-y, packety-dickety. And, then we'll let the rebels win. And they're going to revert my government back to tribal despotism. Giving us 20% from Mayan, 15% from our government type, because we are definitely an empire as the Mughals. So that's 20, 15, 25 from the Mughal ideas. So, and then 25 from Atman ideas. And that is 85% core creation cost reduction. Which is, coincidentally, almost the max. Yes. It's almost the max. But in India, where we have permanent claims, it is the max. So we can core all that shit really quickly. And of course, you know, this would be a nice setup for a Mayan very hard difficulty 1 faith. But we're not doing that. First of all, we don't have the time. Second of all, this would be a terrible way to do it, actually, because, you know, you start with, you start as an OPM in 1530, so you basically lose 100 years of progress. But anyway, super natives. This is how you do it. And, yeah, that'll be that. See you guys in the first episode. And, yeah. Bye-bye, guys.